trip is safe and fun from start to finish.
Here to get us out of town to travel smart and safe anywhere, anytime journeys. Brad Martin joining us once again. Good to have you back, Brad.
Hey, great to be here.
Where are people going right now? What's hot?
I tell you what. Europe, South America. I mean, South America is really hot because with the Caribbean being damaged with a hurricane, a lot of people are instead going to South America.
Can I get deals in the Caribbean?
Yeah.
These questions, but I want to know for my vacation needs. Can I get deals?
I wish that was the case because they're so. Where the damage is where most people go, and because of that, like Jamaica and that have increased their prices to get there.
Well, see, and that's where we need a travel agent to tell us, no, you don't want to go there because they're kind of still under construction.
Yeah,
rebuild. So, okay, we're talking traveling safe. So, what are your tips for us?
Well, first of all, most people coming into me now, well, I do a lot of domestic, but a lot of people going outside the country. First question is it safe? Well, you have that question if you're going to any city, but is it safe where you're going? There are several things. One is the United States Department has a STEP program, which is where you register before you go. So if a hurricane comes or there's a coup or anything like that, I'm saying that life happens when you travel,
right.
that they know where you're at, but also if your family's trying to get a hold of you when you're abroad, if there's a death in the family or something, of course we're going to help you, but there's a way that they can help you find your loved ones.
And to know, because you're right, you don't know when something out of the really bizarre could really happen, right? And so having you're registered then with the State Department, so at least they know that you're in the country?
Right, and every one of my clients that go out of the country, I put that on there. Last time we were here, we talked about my app. It's on my app, but I also have it in my documents because I really feel that's a very important thing, especially with things that are happening around the world.
Okay, so that's something you need to do before you go, but you're also packing, getting everything together, so you need to make sure you're packing safe materials as well.
Right, and there's a list with the TSA, and that always changes. And people think they go to the airport, they have something that's safe, and then when they get there, their bag has an issue. And when you put some things that are unsafe in your bag, you can miss your flight because they're going to question you even more.
What's the number one thing you think that people will put in there and they forget, I shouldn't be taking this?
Well, you know, I'm just going to knives, like pocket knives and stuff like that, because, you know, I've done this.
My husband has done this.
Yeah, exactly, because, you know, you get there and then they'll question you, why do you have this knife? You know, when the TSA first did this, it wasn't so bad, but now they'll question every little thing.
Yeah.
Does it matter if I put it in my carry-on versus like under the plane?
If you put it in your check bag, the small knives will work in your check bag. But if you carry on, no, they'll confiscate it, and then they're going to question you. Yeah.
Just tell them you're MacGyver.
I'll see in the pen.
I've actually had a client that was a hunter that forgot that he had a hunting knife in his backpack. Now he's on the list because he had gone through security with that knife. Yeah.
Oh,
which is so
terrible.
simple, and that's what you enjoy doing. It's second nature.
Right.
Okay, there's State Department travel warnings as well as travel advisories.
Right, and now the travel warning. Everybody's hearing the travel warnings, especially this past couple weeks about Mexico. Thing is, in January, the government came out with a new warning in there, and what that is a warning level number 2. And what that is, if there's been some violence or some robberies or something like that, it's still a safe place to go, but they're just advising passengers to go.
Use caution.
Use caution, exactly. And then there's the next level up is think about maybe changing your plans, and the fourth advisory is don't go at all, they advise.
And check with your travel agent.
You got it.
Brad, about it. I want to talk real quick, too, about travel insurance. How significant or important is that?
Well, I tell you what, every one of my clients that goes outside the United States now gets it. And part of it is if something happens like this, you have let's say an earthquake happens in Mexico while you're there. With the travel insurance, you're not going to be out all the money to get back.
Yeah.
The other thing is medical. I mean, it's just outside the United States, it's a must.
Yeah.
Visas, real quick, in 15 seconds, tell me about visas. What do I need to know?
Visas, each country you need to know about whether they're going to have a visa. Europe, right now, they don't need a visa, but there's a good possibility with everything that's going on that's going to be happening. That's the reason more and more people are booking with travel professionals.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we appreciate you coming in, getting us ready to go on the go. It's Brad Martin with Anywhere, Anytime Journeys there in Rantoul. We'll connect you at CILiving.tv.